Welcome back. When it comes to protecting private data, you don't need to be a government agency or financial institution to require a high level of security. Data privacy is as much an issue for individuals like you or me. Face login and voice recognition technology adds another layer of protection in the fight against cybercrime, and chip makers are revolutionizing the capabilities of microprocessors to make them more accessible than ever before. Take a look. So I'm here with David Bennett from AMD to check out the latest in face login and voice recognition technology. David, tell us what's different about this type of technology to what we've seen in the past.
Yeah, thanks for having me. We're very excited about this. I think in the past you've seen face recognition and voice recognition applications in PCs, but what it's really been missing is the power inside the computer to really help make the technology work better. And we're pleased to say, with our new technology in here, what it does is it cleans up the audio a lot better. It cleans up your lighting. So depending on whatever condition you're in, whether you're in an airplane or whether you're somewhere loud, you're still able to use these technologies with the same camera, the same microphone that you find on your PCs.
All right, so let's have a go. Show me how it works.
Sure. Well, I think first what we want to do is we want to set you up so that the computer knows who you are and what you're doing. So the first step is quite easy. What it's going to ask you to do is take a look at, take your faces in sort of different angles, different lighting conditions. So if you want to go here and you want to put your face in between the blue, it's really easy setup. You do it once, and then we'll capture your face a couple times. So smile. See. Now the next step, this is in the past we've had face login, face recognition. This is something we released 2 years ago. It's available on all of our PCs. A new feature this year is we call it two-step biometric authentication. Now what does that mean is, on high-end PCs where you've got a fingerprint reader, you've got this level of security that costs a little bit more. What we've enabled is now not only with your face, but with your voice, you match them together. You're able to implement a level of security when you're logging into your PC that you haven't been able to do before. Okay. So we just took a picture of your face. We'll go back and take a couple more. But now there's an opportunity for you to decide on your voice password. Right. So I want you to think of something that you want to say.
Just come up with any phrase.
Any phrase. And we're gonna record it 3 times.
Okay, let's go for it.
Oops, we'll go do that one again. Okay, so ready when you're ready.
You're watching Techno on First Look Asia.
Perfect, let's do that 2 more times. Ready?
You're watching Techno on First Look Asia.
And 1 more time.
You're watching Techno on First Look Asia.
All right, so we've captured your voice there.
Yep.
So we've captured your voice over there. And now we'll go back here. We're going to take just a couple more faces. Sometimes, depending on how you're looking at your PC or how it's angled in your lap, we just want to make sure we get that all in there. So maybe turn your head a little bit to the left.
Different angles then.
Yep. And then a little bit to the right. And then 1 more straight on.
Right.
Okay.
Pretty easy to do.
Pretty easy. So now let's see how we did. So what happens is when you turn on your PC, typically it asks you to enter a password. Yep. Anyone can figure out your password. There's lots of applications where people can see your password written down. They trick you into telling them. What they can't do is they can't figure out if it's your face and your voice. That's a lot harder to replicate. So let's take a look. So you load up your Windows, very simply.
So we're in the login stage now.
Yep. Oops. So when you log in, right, when you turn on your PC, or even if you leave your PC for a little while, it will. It'll ask you to put your password in again. Rather than sitting there typing your password, it'll be able to look at your face and know that it's you. While we're getting this set up here, it's interesting. I'm a twin. People ask me, well, is your twin brother able to log in your PC for you? Or more importantly, are you able to take a picture on your smartphone or on a picture and hold it up to the camera? The truth is, in previous versions, absolutely. What we've enabled this year with the technology is you can have different levels of security. So you can put it at the very lowest setting, and what it'll do at the lowest setting is say, okay, this guy kind of looks like him, let's log him in. Now if you put it at the higher level, it actually goes much deeper. It looks at your face, the structure of how your muscle moves when you breathe, how you blink, things that are very, very difficult to really fake. And you're able to set it to that high level of security when you need a really high level of security for your PC at work, in big financial institutions, wherever that is.
So it's really up to you how accurate you make it.
So let's take a look here. So now when you load up your PC, here you go. You'll see this. And then you ask for your voice password.
You're watching Techno on First Look Asia.
And then there you go, you're logged in.
There we go.
Yep,
Straight in.
there you go.
So tell me, I mean, it looks very cool, but why is this so important?
So, I think there's a couple reasons, right? From a application perspective, we see that security is becoming more of an issue every day. We hear about credit card break-ins, we hear about a lot of different things. Security on your PC is extremely important. I think what we're most excited about at AMD is using the technology that we have in here, we're able to do a couple things. So when we talk about why it's important, there's really two reasons. In the past, if you want to have this kind of security level on your PC, you needed to buy a really expensive PC with external equipment, maybe a fingerprint reader, maybe a special camera, a special microphone. Now with these new PCs, we've got a new HP Elite book here, we've got an Acer over there. It's got, using the camera and the microphone built in, the processing power available is able to do all that for you. It's able to reduce the fidelity, reduce the atmospheric sounds in the voice to really listen to your voice and analyze that. It's able to look at your face and again, depending on the lighting levels or the angles, on the fly, right there in a millisecond, it can really determine if that's you or not. So really what it's doing is it's giving you better accuracy for these kind of applications. Yep. And again, it's at low cost or no cost to the customer. So you're able to get the same level of security that you had to pay $1,000 for on a $1,000 PC 2 years ago. And now you can go on a $299, $399, your kind of standard mainstream PC and get that for free.
Right.
And that's something that, again, we're very proud of because it takes a lot of processing power to be able to do all that at once.
And it's all about moving away from the password as well, which I suppose that's where the data breaches or the security breaches are most vulnerable.
Yeah, you hear a lot about social engineering, right? So social engineering is, you may have the best password in the world, it's 36 characters, numbers, letters, uppercase, lowercase, but if someone tricks you into telling them the password, or if you write it down and they're able to find that, they can log in. With this kind of two-step biometric authentication, that's available on AMD-powered PCs, what it really does, it allows you to have that extra level of security. It's hard to fake someone's voice and their face at the same time. And depending on that level of security that you set, you can really set it so that it is 100% you in front of that PC and no one else.
Well, I think the most important thing, most interesting thing for me, and David mentioned it, is that while you're actually using the computer can constantly check on your face to make sure it's still you using
so
the device.
So you haven't been like coerced into it, perhaps, if you're talking about security, I suppose.
Well, I mean, it means that if you walk away and someone else gets onto the computer, it means that it doesn't mean they can access your data because it's going to be constantly.
So that means, though, we would know everyone else's password in the office, wouldn't we? You could
because you have to say it out loud.
Exactly.
And you chose a very long one as well, I have to say. I don't know how practical it would be in the long term. Well, I have another question though. What happens if, like, you change your hair? Like, you dyed your hair, you cut your hair, you grew your hair?
Well, he does mention that you can set it to a level of accuracy that is suitable for your personal use. But I suppose if you make it too accurate and you have a big problem, a big makeover, it could be a little bit of a problem.
And it's going to get to phones, I suppose. That's the next another step.
Well, I mean, it's available on tablets already. I mean, this is the whole point that with the technology is it's not the hardware that you have to or the device that you're having to invest the money in. It's the chip that's inside the device that makes the difference. Anyway, it is time for a short breather. We do have to move on. World news is coming up right after the break. Do stay with us.